World Trade Scents here. We got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. What are we going to talk about? Fragrances that give you that springtime sporty type of vibe. I know it's a little early for spring, but it's coming. Nonetheless, these are some fragrances in my collection that I just think are very sporty. You know what I mean? Makes you feel like getting up, going, doing something. No further ado, let's get right into it. One tip. Before I start this video, I need a little favor from you. I need you to like, share, sub, hit the icon bell, so every time I upload a video, you'll be one of the first to know, and you can come by and see what we're talking about here on the channel. The first one I want to talk to you about is from the house of Prada, and it is Prada Sport. This is a great named fragrance, great atomizer, great little fragrance. Why do I like this fragrance? It's fresh, slightly aquatic. I was going to say watery, and then I said water and aquatic together. Aquatic. Slightly fresh, watery, a little bit of an aquatic type of vibe. I like this fragrance. I'm not really sure why it didn't get a lot of talk in the fragrance community. I picked this fragrance up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, when you're on vacation, and it was $39. And I think it is well worth it. Now this fragrance, again, Sport is the name of this fragrance, so it's definitely a sporty type of scent, but I'm gonna tell you why I like this fragrance. It's versatile. If you're looking for a Swiss Army versatile, non-offensive type of fragrance, this right here is it to the T. I mean, I could wear this with a t-shirt and some blue jeans, a t-shirt and some khakis, a t-shirt and some track pants, a basketball shirt and a dry fit, basketball shorts and a dry fit. Or you could put this on with a nice button-down shirt and some slacks and wear it to work as an office scent. Just a very versatile, non-offensive scent with just a hint of something in it that's just sporty. It just makes you want to just move and go do stuff. From the house of Prada, it is Sport. If you see that out, pick it up. I used to see it on a regular basis. Again, this was 3 or 4 years ago, before we went through this whole COVID-19 situation and got locked down. I used to see it all the time at Ross, and again, it's $40 for 125 ml, and I thought that was a really good price. I like it a lot. This next one is from the house of Ellis, and it is appropriately named also, and it is Spirited. This one, spicy, red apple type of note, type of vibe. It just reminds me of a nice, warm day where the temperatures are gonna peak in about the 70s. Again, I know y'all know this. I live in the Southeast, and I know I got people all the way from Sam them up on the East Coast. My boy Cheapo was in Georgia, right there on the Florida line, all the way out to Texas. And the days are getting longer. The sun sets in the west, rising the east, sets in the west. So, and it's not getting dark here to 5:15, 5:20, 5:30. So that puts it at 6, maybe 6:15 out west. So the days are getting longer. What does that mean? It means that it's staying warmer longer. And I think I heard him say on the Weather Channel that the temperatures in the Dallas area by the end of the week is supposed to be in the 70s. After all the snow and ice and cold a couple of weeks ago, if that doesn't make you want to get out and get moving, I don't know what does. And Ellis Spirited is one of those fragrances that to me just says, hey, wintertime is coming to an end. We're fastly approaching March and spring. Let's get moving. Again, a nice, bright red bottle. Fits the scent profile well, because this is like a spicy apple type of vibe. Not like spicy like red hots or spicy like cinnamon, but it just has a little bit of punch to it with that crisp, cool apple. Perfect for a spring day to me. Just says, hey, let's go walk around the block, or let's go wash the cars up. We vacuum the cars out and then come home and wash them and wax them. Let's throw some food on the grill. Let's just go do something outside, moving. Maybe even have a little beer, what are those beers? Woodchuck, the little apple cider beers, something like that. Just it just to me invokes movement. Spirited, I think, is a great name for it. It's a nice, energetic type of fragrance that just, in my opinion, says, hey, let's get going. Let's get moving. Imperial is spirited. Okay, where do I go from here? This next one is from the house of Carolina Herrera, and it is Sport. I like this fragrance also. This one reminds me of something from the 90s. It's got a very throwback, nostalgic feel to it. Not very well received in the fragrance community. It does not get a ton of love. And again, it's not the best smelling in the world, fragrance in the world. It's a little bit pungent, but it's something about it. I'll tell you, just be honest with you, it reminds me of playing football in high school and the smell of the field house and the shoulder pads and just the equipment. It's just got this almost pungent but not pungent, mixed with citrus type of smell. It's not going to be for everybody, but I like it. I think it's a well done fragrance, and I think it's unique, and I think it's different. But it definitely reminds me of running or just being around, again, the football field and the field house where I was active, and lifting weights and running and training and all of that stuff. For those of you who grew up playing ball, then you know what I mean. It's a certain smell to your shoulder pads and to your helmet and to your jersey. This kind of reminds me of that just a little bit. CH, man, Sport. And I know that's probably weird to a lot of y'all that didn't play ball, but if you've ever put on a jersey of any kind, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball, then you know that jersey just has a certain smell to it. And that fragrance kind of just reminds me of it. Got to clear the old nostrils there for a minute. This next one is from the house of Lacoste, and it is the Raymond Pettibone edition, and it is Lacoste Live. And I like this scent too because it's a little bit watery. A lot woody. So you've got a woody, oceany, aquatic type scent. It makes me feel like, I spray this on. For some reason, I've just turned into a hiker. So let me put on my Timberland boots and get me a big stick and a backpack and go hiking down by the creek. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. That's what I would do with this fragrance. That's the scent that it gives, the watery mixed with the woody. It's just got it. You know what I mean? And it's not one of those fragrances that you're going to hear a lot of people talking about or even smell on a lot of different people, because most people don't even know it exists, and those that do know it exists just kind of overlooked it, because sometimes we get caught up in popularity and we get caught up in hype and popularity, and we overlook certain fragrances. One other thing I need to mention about these fragrances, when I do a video, my goal is not to bring you the most popular fragrances in the world. My goal is to make you think about fragrances that you have and maybe revisit them. That's my goal. When I sit down and I think about my fragrance list, I'm like, okay, what do I have that other people may have because they picked up that nobody's talking about? Or maybe they'll go pick them up and like them, especially the inexpensive ones. So that's why I like fragrances like this. I'm not sure what the price on this one is though, because I'm gonna tell you, I got him on the humbug. I watched him mark it down at Burke's Outlet several years ago. I watched it go down, and I ended up getting it for like $16. The box was all raggedy, but who cares about the box anyway, right? But nonetheless, I enjoy this fragrance. It just makes me think about going on the trail down by the creek. That's what this reminds me of, the Raymond Pettibone edition. I would not try to dress this up. I would leave this super duper casual, but I will tell you, I get a lot of compliments with this fragrance. Just about every time I wear it, it's got something about it that people just like. I don't think it was designed to be mass appealing, but some kind of way it turned out that way. So if you see this out, or if you're just online looking, look it up. You see what you can get it for. You know what I mean? It's got a nice vibe to it, nice little energy. Check it out. Lacoste Live, the Raymond Pettibone edition. I got 2 more. This video's moving fast. This one is from the house of Hugo Boss, and it is Boss Bottled United. And this one I'll tell you, this one is cozy but athletic, outdoorsy. At the same time, it's more fruity than any of these on this list. So what this one reminds me of is, your boy's a hopeless romantic. I can't help it. This reminds me of packing a little picnic basket or something, and getting some fresh fruit and going sitting down by the river. Because for those of you who don't know, I live in the Tennessee Valley, in Alabama, and the Tennessee River wraps around us. I can go that way and hit the river, this way and hit the river, and that way and hit the river. It just wraps completely around us. In fact, you can't go from Lauderdale County, you can't go from Carver County, where I live, into Lauderdale County without crossing the river. And you can't go from Lawrence County into Lauderdale County without crossing the river. I mean, that's the divide with the counties. Now, I can go from Carver to Lawrence without crossing the river, but you can't go into Lauderdale County from Lawrence or Carver without crossing the river, some shape, form, or fashion. But that's that about this fragrance. Again, it's fruity, fresh, almost like a melony citrus type of vibe. Very light, very easy to wear. Now I will say this about this one: if you have Hugo Boss reversed, you may not need this one. Or if you have Hugo Boss, let's see, this is United. If you have Hugo Boss Unlimited, you won't need all three. I think this is the more fruitier of the three. With the other two lean more citrus, this is just, to me, more fruity. Not the best performing fragrance in the world, as it is very light. You may get an hour and a half of projection, which is par. 4 to 5 hours of longevity is about all I get, which is par. So you're not looking at a stunner here, but this is one of those fragrances that if you walk by people and they get wafts of you, the right time of the year, the sun shining, the right outfit, which all plays into it. I mean, let's just face it, if you look good, you feel good, and you smell good, people are more likely to compliment you than if you're sitting over there looking like an old sack of potatoes and you smell good. Most people are going to be like, for some reason that guy smells good. He looks homeless, but he smells good. So it all has to go hand in hand, you know what I mean? So, but this is one of those that I think on a beautiful, beautiful late March, early April day or mid-April day with the sun shining down on you and you got this on, and the sun hits it and heats it up, I think it would take off and be a beautiful, beautiful little fragrance on your skin. I paid about $35 for this 100 ml, which for a Hugo Boss fragrance is about right, because it seems like the reversed that I just mentioned was $29 for a 75 ml. So this is a 100 ml, so it's a little bit more. But nonetheless, and I think this is a limited edition, so if you see this, you may want to go ahead and jump on it, because I don't know how long they're going to make this Christmas ornament or Salvation Army bell bottle. I mean, I have no clue. But nonetheless, great smelling fragrance, and it just makes you want to go sit down by the creek or by the river and just have yourself a little picnic. Nonetheless, you're outside enjoying a pretty day, which all of these fragrances make you want to do. That's not quite a sport, I know, but still, you get the gist of it. Last but not least, this one is a very interesting little fragrance from the house of Tommy Bahama. And I like this bottle for the colors, if nothing else. You got that green and gold, which always reminds me of Notre Dame, or bluish green and gold. And it's Tommy Bahama Martinique, or Set Sail Martinique. I'm not sure if this has the set sail on it, like St. Kitts and St. Bart's. Nonetheless, what I think this fragrance is, this is a more macho, bad boy, masculine version of Pool Waters. Now, Pool Water is a little bit, I love it, but it's a little bit preppy. Pool Water is definitely more of a pretty boy. It's some nice khakis and a polo shirt, which is totally my style. Some nice blue jeans and a polo or button down, which is totally how I rock, with a nice watch and some clean shoes. That's me all day long. That's my style. That's my vibe. This one has something in it that almost smells like a violet leaf or something along those lines, but it just has a little bit more edge and bite, a little bit more punch, more pop than Cool Waters. I'm not saying it's better. I don't go running around talking about translucent, time Bahama Martinique is better than Cool Waters. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you like Cool Waters but find Cool Waters a little bit soft, or and you want something with a little bit more edge, then try this. Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique. Nice little fragrance, and they're both around the same price. They're both inexpensive. So if you don't like it, you can always take it back, sell it or gift it, or use it as a paperweight or a doorstop, because this is a huge bottle. And that's it. Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique. And that has been, oh, I forgot one, because I've had to reshoot this video because my audio keeps messing up. I've got to find me a better mic. Because that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7th one from the house of a moth in Derby Clubhouse, it is Blanche. And I hope I don't have to reshoot this video for the 3rd time because my mic is reverbing. This one I really, oh man, it smells good. Sam Brum, oh, it smells so good. This one is probably the greenest, most complex scent out of all of those here. Only knock on this fragrance is it's going to be hard to find in your regular stores. I'm sure every perfume shop, cologne shop has it. Performance. You may get an hour of projection out of it, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 4 hours of longevity. But let me tell you about it. Green, fresh, citrusy. It makes me, I can see myself on the golf course, with a pair of shorts on and a golf shirt, drinking a few beers as we make a few rounds, play a few holes. It's just got that green, let's go do something type of vibe to it. Let's go do something. Let's go to the park and throw a frisbee, or go down to the tennis court and hit a few balls. I mean, just, even go to the driving range and hit a few. It just has that type of vibe. It just has that type of vibe of let's go do something outside where there's lots of grass. Now, I know it's supposed to be a clone of Silver Mountain Water, and I get that. I have a better clone of Silver Mountain Water by Lady in Red, but nonetheless, this one, whether it's a clone of Silver Mountain Water, whether it's close or not, to me is an absolutely stunning fragrance, and I like it. I do. I like it a lot. I can remember the first time I wore this. It was hot, but it was in the fall, but it was hot, but still, nonetheless, beautiful, beautiful scent, and I like it. You'll have to get this one online. Price point is about $30, but I like it. Now, I wouldn't buy this as a clone of Silver Mountain Water. To me, there's just others out there, so you may want to check up on that, because I'm not sure. I know, what is it, from Primo Silver and Silver Water and Birch is one, and then there's, I want to say it's another one from Moth that's people are saying is a better clone of Silver Mountain Water. And then, like I said, the aforementioned Lady in Red, which if I could get my hands on it, then I cannot, because I've knocked all of that over. I'm not fixing to do that on camera. But nonetheless, Derby Clubhouse launched a very beautiful green type of scent, like a fresh breath of mountain air. I like it. Derby Clubhouse Blanche. That is the last one. That is the 7th as I hit it right there. Man, listen, I truly appreciate you guys always returning to the scene of the crime and being part of what I do here on my channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Just know what I got to do now. I got to get off, thumbnail it, edit it, upload it so you guys can see it. But I hope you all are having a good and beautiful week as we're approaching the middle of it. So it's almost hump day. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and your week has not been too stressful. So you already know what it is. Got to jump off of here. I love you all and God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.